Alright guys, I know it's been a really long time since the last time I uploaded a video to this channel, but imagine how bad things are right now so that I have to make a video right now talking about the topic which is today's video main thing, Today's video is about the Green Streak game mode, the new game mode that has just appeared on MP2 on the global series, and I have to admit that it's seriously one of the worst things I have ever seen taking place into this game. And I know, I am well aware that I say that this one could be a great game mode if planned carefully, but it seems like the implementation of it has been absolutely horrendous from my point of view, honestly. I know that some of you guys might like this one, but on the Discord server, the mods held a poll asking the people if they liked or not the new game mode, and as it turns out, the 85% of the people who answered that poll actually disliked the new Green Streak game mode. So as you guys can imagine, I think I'm fairly backed up by the community in this topic when I say that this game mode should be completely eliminated from the game. I mean, let's get real, guys. Sometimes in this life you fail, and it's not bad to admit that you were wrong. Everyone has been wrong at some point, and Gameloft is a brand, is a company, and they have sometimes failed in some features that they have introduced into Asphalt Legends Unite or Asphalt Night Legends, and I think this one is one of those failures, because the Green Streak as a concept, or at least as it has been implemented into the game, is not the best idea they could have come up with. So that's why I'm making today's video, in order to ask them to please remove this game mode for the reasons that I am about to explain, because I don't really think that this game mode is making Asphalt Legends Unite any better. Alright, so the first thing that I can't absolutely understand is why they decided to introduce the new game mode on MP2, because let's get real, guys. Everyone likes the MP1, everyone likes the rewards, the competition, and blah blah blah, that stuff. It's perfectly fine from my point of view, but honestly, guys, when I open MP2 and I start doing races with any car I want, even if the rivals are quite tough, even if I lose most of the races, I don't care, because I open MP2 just to have fun, just to chill for a bit, just to don't mind what I am doing while I race on the different tracks and that stuff. And that's why most of the time I don't care about which game mode is taking place on MP2, because most of the time I just want to chill and I just don't want to think about what I'm doing while I race there. But you know what? With this new game mode, that is absolutely impossible, because if you are doing Ghost Slipstream, if you are doing Ghost, if you are doing Unbreakable, you can more or less do whatever you want, because either you are invincible or you are Ghost, or even better, you are Ghost with infinite nitro, so you can have as much fun as you want. But with this Green Streak game mode, it's absolutely impossible to do that, mostly because you have to take extreme care of the nitro you have and about the position you are throughout the entire race. And that's actually quite tough, because it requires you to pay more attention than you should to your rivals and everything. And I'm testing the 4GT MK4 on these races that you are seeing right now, and I know that it's not the best car I have ever unlocked. It's not the best addition to my garage. I completely understand that, but it's absolutely impossible to have fun on this multiplayer season because of this Green Streak game mode. Most of the time, even if the car is not the best one, as you can see with this 4GT MK4, I'm having a hard time trying to have fun on the race, because most of the time the car nitro efficiency is significantly reduced and I can't barely get any nitro, because since I am first, or I am at the very first positions of the race, it's extremely hard to get enough nitro to shockwave, which is one of the key features of the entire game. Or if I want to do extra 360s or that stuff, it's not going to help me out, because it's not going to give me enough nitro to keep going through the race. And I absolutely understand the core concept of this new game mode, that everyone should have a chance throughout the entire race, and that's why the last people in the race should have a bit more nitro and that stuff, and I'm completely fine with that. The thing is that as a person who is on the first part of the race, among the top 3 players more or less, it's not that fun, because you are basically having way less nitro compared to all the other drivers. And the worst part, I mean, I was about to say the best part, but I failed there. The worst part of all of this is that most of the time the players who are in the back of the race don't even catch up. So that's why I can't understand the whole point of bringing this brand new game mode and everything like that, if at the end of the day the players who are in the back are not catching up to the players who are in the front, like me, because you can see on the races that I'm showing up that despite of having a way worse car than all the other rivals on this race, most of the time I still end up among the top 3 or top 4. So basically I always end up within the top 3 or top 4, and the players who are in the back of the race still end at the last position. So it's completely pointless from my point of view. And I think that most of you guys agree with me on that, because despite that the game mode is not as fun as everyone thought it could be, most people still don't like this game mode, as you can see on the poll right now on the screen. I mean, absolutely nobody likes this game mode, and everyone just wants to have fun on MP2 without the extreme pressure of the competition that you have to face on MP1. Why is Gameloft still trying to push this game mode? Because I can't really get it. I mean, they could just add another multiplayer season where you have this exclusive multiplayer game mode instead of messing up MP2, where many people actually have fun playing this game with the cars they want without having to care about the nitro or the 360s they have to do just to get enough nitro to do a shockwave and that stuff. And that's the way I see it, because I can still understand that a small percentage of the community still likes this game mode for some reason, which I can't understand. I'm sorry guys, but this time I can't understand it. I mean, the vast majority, the 80% of the community doesn't like this game mode. And that's why I can't still understand why Gameloft is still trying to push it up. Sometimes everyone fails, I have already said it. I failed many times in many aspects of my life. And I do really think that absolutely everyone makes mistakes. So this time, it's the proper time for Gameloft to acknowledge their mistake and just remove this game mode until future updates, where I am not sure they will get a chance to improve this game mode, because for the reasons I have explained, the problem with this game mode is basically at the root, at the core, and I don't think that it will get any better, even if Gameloft tries to make it a bit better, because the only way I think you could make this game mode a bit better is by keeping the nitro efficiency of all the cars the same, but just that the people in the back get a bit better nitro from the bottles, the 360s, the jumps and that stuff, while keeping the rest of the players on a race with the usual amount of nitro you could get from a bottle of nitro and that stuff. That's the only way I think they could make this game mode a bit better than it actually is. Or that's the way I see it, because of course you guys can disagree with me at the stuff, but please Gameloft, for the sake of this game, just remove this game mode, because it's absolutely terrible as it is right now. And I don't think they can make this game mode any better. That's why I am basically making this video and coming back from my retirement, just to tell you guys that I am absolutely pissed by this green streak game mode. It's your turn to basically let me know your thoughts in regards to this game mode, if Gameloft should make this a bit better game mode for the reasons I have explained, or if they just should absolutely demolish and completely remove from this game this green streak game mode. So either way, I really hope you all understood my point, despite I am not sure if I have made my point clear enough. But either way, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to drop your like and subscribe if you would like to see some videos from time to time, because let's remember that I am still quite busy with the university, the work, and all that stuff. And well, since this game is extremely expensive in some aspects, I still have to work and do that stuff in order to keep my account beautiful and that stuff. So I will see you really soon, hopefully with much more videos. Goodbye, guys.